It's a nice, calm morning here in Miami Gardens. Sky's pretty clear. Gotta give a prayer to those who were hit by Tropical Storm Gordon over on the west side of Florida. Hope those people are okay. And I'm praying ahead of time for those who are in the Gulf Coast, those states in the Gulf Coast. I'm praying that they don't get hit too hard as well. It's supposed to, the tropical storm's supposed to upgrade from what it is now to at least a category 1 or 2 hurricane. So I pray ahead of time for those states: Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, all those places. My prayer goes out to them ahead of time, because things can get crazy when it comes to a storm. Now, with that being said, I'd like to segue into the topic of discussion. And it's something that's really been getting on my nerves with us in the so-called black community. Reason why I say so-called, because the community is supposed to come together. We're supposed to spend money with each other, educate each other, school each other, get along with each other the best we can, regardless of race, excuse me, regardless of religion or what social standing you're at. Hell, even the whole light skin, dark skin argument, foolish argument at that. Regardless of all of that, we're supposed to still come together and support one another, have each other's back. Right? But it seems like we love playing the blame game. Most of us, well, some of us like playing the blame game. Right? And I'm really getting tired of that shit, Mike. Amongst us. Some of us pointing fingers at one another, Black women saying, oh, black men ain't shit because they did this, they did that. Black men talking about, oh, black women ain't shit because they did this, they did that, So, all right, the other day, right, I saw a post. This white dude, he made a video on YouTube opening his mouth saying that, saying that he loves black women. I'm like, all right, cool. Shit, I love black women, so I see why he would too. But the point he made, he opening his mouth saying that, oh, because black women are seen as the strong ones in the community or the family or what have you, it would be natural for a black woman to link up with a white man and make their relationship work more, because the white man is seen as the leader in his household or in their community or what have you, right? So of course, when a black woman gets with a white man, their relationships are gonna stay longer. They're not gonna get divorced as quickly as a black man would with a white woman. And I'm like, okay, who the fuck said y'all was strong like that? But thank you for pulling the flim flam. But I'm digressing, right? Yeah. I mean, date who you want to date, be who you want to be with. Just don't open your mouth and generalize like that. That's when you make yourself look like an ass for assuming. That's one thing. But besides what his silly ass was talking about, scroll down in the comments, sister in there saying that, oh, black men and black women, black men and white women, I see why they make a good unlikely pairing, because the white woman, like the white guy was saying in the video, that white women love to play victim. Black man, this is what the sister said in the comments, saying that black men love to play the victim as well, so that's why they make a good union. All right, first of all, when it comes to interracial dating with white women, black men, those couples tend to divorce at a higher rate. So if the black man and the white woman make a good unlikely pairing, because we played victims, so they say, how come those divorce rates are pretty high? amongst those interracial pairings. Come on, man. Stop it. Talking about black men don't take accountability for themselves, and we like to we we like to blame the world. We like to blame everybody except us. All right, first of all, most black men, we handle our business, and if we slip up as an individual, then we will take blame for that. Any grown man would. Any grown responsible man would. I mean, most brothers who I know that are grown and responsible, if they slipped up on something, then they slipped on something. They don't blame the world. And hell, if the world seems to just be at our throats at all times, so if we're calling out the world for attacking us, then how in the hell is that pointing fingers saying that we're the victim? Now, if a person is like, oh, the white man's holding me down, that's why I ain't got a job, but the person ain't never sit up there and try to fill out a job application, or ain't trying to start up a little hustle of some kind, legal hustle of some kind, and they just want to blame the white man for everything, then all right, cool. That's those individuals that's lazy, shiftless, and want to blame the world. But if it's a brother getting up every day, they going to school, they going to work, they starting their businesses, they're doing their job at their companies or whatever, they're working hard at their hustle, they're forging their craft in order to become financially set, right? To be the leader of the household that most women want, period, right? We doing that, but we have to face racism. We have to face profiling. We have to face the hate from other black folk. We have to face the hidden racism, the bigotry, even from so-called liberals who claim to have our backs as a community. If we're going to work every day handling business and still got to face that, and we call out that part of society for attacking us, or hell, even non-blacks that attack us, like, some of the Asian folks that's wilding out on black women at these beauty supply stores and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? If we're standing up against that, even though we're handling our business, then how in the hell is that pointing fingers and blaming the world? Talking about we playing victim. Nah, fuck all that. Sisters like that need to shut the fuck up and sit down somewhere, straight up and down. Because most brothers, we going through hell already. We going through hell. And yet we're still supposed to love and lead y'all, So yeah, that's just that one sister generalizing black men. Like, she could have just shut the fuck up with all that, Now, with black men, right, you do have black men out here pointing the fingers at sisters. There was a black dude in the comment section talking trash about sisters, generalizing, talking about, oh, y'all taking welfare. And you got to keep in mind, most like Section 8 and all that, they're for women, period. Just because you grew up in a black community, right, and you saw mostly women, the hood rats. And on a quick note, let me digress for a second. The whole hood rat ain't shit people in the so-called black community, they only make up like maybe 5 to 10%, 15% at the most of the population. Ain't shit people, ain't shit ratchet motherfuckers probably make up maybe 5 to 10% of the black community, but they're promoted more or they're seen more. For the most part, most black folk, guess what? They get up, they go to work, they handle their business, raise families and shit like that, Hell, last I checked, over 80% of black folks still get married to black folks. Go figure. And those people tend to be responsible individuals. So don't generalize black women as, oh, they ain't shit, they ghetto and da-da-da-da-da. No, when they on Section 8, they think they the shit. They getting all these loans and stuff from the government. and they coming up and they want to talk down on black men. That's how a lot of these sisters are. Like, man, bro, you generalizing, cuz. You generalizing. Stop that. The finger pointing ain't gonna help no goddamn body. We need to be coming together and finding solutions. Who's coming up with these policies? Who's drilling the stereotype of black women looking like that, promoting that? Who's drilling in these sisters' heads that, oh, black men, we just want to play the victim and want to be lazy, this, that, and the third? Come on, fam. All of that nonsense right there, you can kill that noise. We need to be coming with solutions, forging ahead, not at each other's throats, pointing fingers. Who's the enemy? And then, all of that leads to some people with so much self-hate inside of them. A lot of those people that's generalizing, they have so much self-hate inside of them. They quick to be like, oh, I want to date a white man because black men ain't shit. Generalizing, talking shit, right? Just self-hate all day. And then some brothers, oh, black women ain't shit. So, I'm gonna just holler at these non-black women, you know what I mean? I want to get me a Spanish mommy. I want to get me a white girl and all this other foolishness, right? Just dissing your own kind, pointing fingers. If you linking up in a interracial relationship because you hate yourself, that shit ain't gonna work, and I hope it falls flat on its face, straight up. Like, if you just happen to fall in love with somebody, alright, cool, that's your business. Me, I want a sister. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. But if you want to be interracial with your thing and y'all actually two human beings and y'all linked up and it was love and all that, and no self-hatred or nothing, it just so happened to work out that way, alright, fine, that's your business. I ain't gonna bother you, But if you in here with the self-hate thing and you're pointing fingers and you're talking shit, well, I hope your relationship falls flat on its face. Fuck you and everything you stand for. Straight up. Finger pointing gotta stop, people. We too grown for this, man. We too grown for this. That's another form of divide and conquer. And y'all gotta see that, man. Y'all gotta see that. That's my 2 cents on this, Black folks pointing fingers at one another. We need to stop that shit. That's my 2 cents on that. For those who have any questions, you can DM me on Instagram at Damn Your Logic. Instagram. Damn Your Logic. Just hit me in the DM if you have any questions. Or you can email me at D as in dog, K as in kitchen, E as in electric 305, DKE305 @gmail.com. Any questions that you gotta ask, just ask me. I'll give a genuine response. Life, love, relationships, anything. Just holler at me, alright? I'm here for you. You can also hit me on Twitter at King Nick Anthony. And you can also holler at me through my website at www.dahootyWritingandPublishing.com. That's to spell Dahooty is D as in dog, D as in dog, J as in jump, E as in electric, H as in house, U as in university, T as in tiny, I as in intelligent, Dahooty, DJEHUTI, writingandpublishing.com. You can go to my bookstore on the website, check out the books that I've written, look at some of the free sample videos of the works that I perform so you get a feel for what it is I put down. I'm going to upgrade the website a lot more in the future. So yeah, just take a gander of all that. Check out my past podcasts. What happens when the love is gone? You can check that video out. That podcast out. And others. Learn and grow. You can look at who I am to get an idea of my background, quick bio of who I is and who I be in that podcast as well. So yeah, holla at me, be in touch, and we got to do better as a people. Okay? Stay black, one love.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.